Hey guys, it's Megan Johnson here, the Practical Scrapper. This is my first app overview video. I'm going to talk a little bit about how a digital scrapbooker could use the app, and also show some pages that I've made and some cards that I've made in the app. I'm going to talk about the Pro version and why you would buy it if you want to. You don't have to, but I just kind of go into why you would buy it as a digital scrapbooker and what the benefit is for you. No Photoshop necessary to make the pages I'm showing. Photoshop to me is kind of an overwhelming beast of a program, and I never want to have to learn it. So I'm really happy I found and I'm happy to share with you. Let's get into it. So I'm going to open the app. Here it is. There are a couple things that you will notice when you first open it that I never really look at. Sometimes I do. The app is made for marketing, for businesses, small businesses, to make marketing materials easily and less expensive. And I love that for them. I love that they did that for small businesses, just to kind of save costs but still be creative with their marketing. So you can see down here, you can see my little cursor in this little Discover section. You'll see lots of different tips that they have made for people who are marketing. You see small business Instagram tips, how to use their graphics to make neat modern designs that are attractive. So that's the Discover section. That's kind of what opens up when you first open the app. I don't ever really look at this. Sometimes I do. Like they have some neat little topics that you can look through. They have this template section. This is kind of fun. So one of the reasons I really like having the app is I actually will make invitations and programs for things I'm doing for church, or for a birthday party. I'll make invitations, and they have all these different templates that you can use and kind of steal, and you can change you can open it up, and here you can change the text so that you can take any one of these templates and do that. So that's another kind of cool thing. Like I said, it is designed for businesses, so they do have this Teams section where you can collaborate. But the part I really wanted to focus on today is the projects part here in this lower right-hand corner. I'm going to open that up. So what I love about the app is they store all of your projects. So anything you're working on, anything that you've worked on in is stored for you. Of course, you have to have storage on your phone, storage space. But you can see through here as I'm scrolling, I've got the largest storage space on my phone that I can have. So I have space for all of this stuff. I think you can hold quite a bit, but you can see these are all the projects that I've made in You can go all the way. I mean, you can scroll on and on. But that's kind of one thing that I love about the app when it comes to using it for projects and for digital scrapbooking, is I can go back in if I want to, like this page I made, if I want to go back in and change the resolution of this page so I can share it on a gallery, I can easily do that. That is something that is really easy in this app. And I can go back to the beginning and find a project and tweak it a little bit to suit my needs better. So that is definitely a big bonus. You don't find this in Rana Collage or even the Rana app, or let's see, what are the other digital scrapbooking apps? There aren't that many out there, but this is definitely a big bonus. And this comes with the free over edition, I believe. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, because I only had the free version for just like maybe 2 seconds until I realized that I wanted the Pro version. So I kind of know some of the things that they offer for free as I talked to a couple of friends. But correct me if I'm wrong again. But up here you can also select, so I went up in here, I'm on the folder section, so you can organize your projects here. You can also schedule posts through Instagram. Again, this is more business oriented, but it might be kind of cool if you're wanting to build your Instagram followers or Facebook. I don't really ever care about that, so I never use this. But so those are some of the options. The folders and the scheduled posts are pro. They're pro options when you get the pro version, and so is the teams down here. So if you want to collaborate with someone on a digital scrapbooking page, you can definitely ask them to join your team. I could join your team if you want to. Anyway, so let me just also show you some of the graphics. So here's my little kind of why purchase the pro version. So one of the first things that the pro version offers is this shape. Down here you'll see the shape. This is available, and the videos. These two they're available in the free version, but when you open it up, they won't really let you use it. It's one of those like hint things, like you can't use this unless you buy it. So, but let me show you the shapes quick, and I'll show you why that would be a cool thing to be able to do. I'm gonna go up here in the upper left and get out of this quick. To start a new project, I press on this button. There's lots of options here. I can quickly go over this before we get into shapes while we're here. So for the backgrounds, you can, they say white or black, but you can change those to any color you want when you get into your project. I usually choose a transparent background. You can also start with an image for a background, but then these are kind of neat. If you look through this featured layouts, these are different things that you can use for your Instagram stories, which is kind of nice. Because Instagram stories are kind of weirdly shaped. So you can kind of see these are all their different layouts that you can use. These aren't specifically scrapbooking layouts, although I have messed around with them. Like this one you could mess around with a little bit and kind of plunk your picture in. I have talked to them at the Over app and asked them if they would ever consider doing like a pocket page template for scrapbookers, which would be kind of cool. So I'm just going to start by pressing a transparent background here. So when I start a project, down here at the bottom, you can see you have all these options for sizes. So the ones that I use the most, of course, are like the 3x4 and the 3x2. And you can rotate this. If you go up here, you can rotate it. And also the square. So for the sake of just showing you what we're going to do, I'm just going to press on the check mark. I'm going to press down here on the shapes, and you're going to be able to see. So you don't have these options available to you in the free version. The one, of course, that I use the most is the square. Open up square. So you can see we've got lots of different options with the square. And then you can also scroll down here. They have what shape is that one? What's the 5-sided one? That's not a hexagon. I don't know, whatever. So then they have some stars. So they have different options in here. You can round the corners a little bit with the shapes. You can pull in. I'm pulling on this little red button here. So I will often use the shapes for the background color if I want to make a different color. We can go through all these buttons in another video, but that is one thing that is available to you in the pro version. There's a circle. So that's really nice. The other thing that's really great about the Pro version is you have access to their graphics. So I'm going to go out here and X out of the shapes. I'm going to discard the changes. So down here you have a couple options. So when you're digital scrapbooking, you can go into the images, and these are all of my images. Like I just took these cute pictures of Francie today. So here's you know, I can kind of start a page with my image and mess around with it a little bit. The other options are, oh, it's going back to images. Well, let me just show you really quick. So sometimes I export my digital kits from Oh, I actually think I erased them all. But you can see, like, here's a title I made for a page I just made, so that I can store in my images, and then I can just bring it in to the overwrap. So that's one thing you can do. Sorry, I'm moving kind of fast. Then we have our text option. In the text, they have tons of different fonts. So if you go here to your fonts, you can see they have this whole library of fonts. And again, I don't quite remember what's available to you when it comes to fonts for the free version. So I'm really sorry I can't go into more detail on that. Thankfully, I'm not being paid for this. Otherwise, I'd probably get in trouble for not knowing all the details. But you can see they have just like tons and tons of fonts, and you can add them for free. They're all free. You can also install your own fonts. So if you go here to downloaded, well, downloaded will tell you. So anyway, they'll show you your list. So, and then you can move your fonts. If I go on this little slider thing here on the side, I could like move this one more to the top if I use it more often. So again, they're always adding new fonts. So I went over to the new section, you can see, and it's kind of cool, like with this, Modena, I think that's how you pronounce that. If I could type in like my name. Now I'm getting sidetracked, you guys. I'm getting sidetracked. Type in my name and then watch this now. So I scroll up and there's my name. So that's kind of cool. So that's the text. That's the text button. And then of course you've got all these different things you can do with the text. Like the one thing that I think is really cool is you can make it into a circle, which doesn't work well with that font, but that's a cool option. So I'm going to cross out of that again. Discard changes. So let's go back to the graphics. I'm sorry, I'm totally getting sidetracked. So here is the coolest part to me about getting the Pro version versus the free version. You have all of these graphics that are available to you. And I have done so much with these graphics. So let me just quickly go over some of them so you can kind of see. So the new and Over, so Over is adding new graphics all the time. They're adding new graphic packs. And some of the graphics actually are familiar because they'll pull from designers. You know, I've seen a couple things that I've seen crossed over into Rana designs and other areas. But so one that I just did some cards out of for another tutorial is this springtime one. So just tons and tons of options here. So these are all the different ones. This bake one's cute. So these are different alphabets you can get. Isn't that adorable? Oh my goodness, those are so cute. The little plus right here, it means I can add it to my collection. So I can show you that. So then they have all these searches. They've really, really, really made their graphics section really searchable. It's really nice. The one that I've been wanting to mess around with lately is this vintage graphic pattern. So you could actually, I mean, you can even just look at this right now and think of all the possibilities. These right here could easily be turned into pocket page cards. They could be used for a background for a digital page. So there's just so much you can do with their graphics. So this is their collected area. Well, and again, let me just see. Let me see if I can. So one thing that I really like about the app is every once in a while I'll be working on a digital scrapbook page, and I'm like, gosh, I just wish I could get a little bit of a texture or something behind on the back of the page. So they've got things like these seamless patterns, so you can create your own backgrounds. Like here, they have, this one kind of gives me a headache. Actually, I can't even look at this. This one makes me sick. So, they have just so many options. Here's kind of a fun one. And they come in color, but then here you can see that you've got some options for non-color, and you can change the color. So again, you can make a whole page yourself in this with these options. And that's not even, I'm just scratching the surface. So here is my collection. So anything with a little check mark. So see all right here. You can see these are things I've collected. I've used some of these travel icons for, like, here's London. Oh gosh, there's all the London stuff. I've saved some of these for, look at these cute. I've used these for borders for scrapbook pages. And then there's tons and tons of Christmas, of course, because I love Christmas. So these are everything I've collected. So you can just kind of scroll through here. And again, like, how easy to take this right here. And I did it actually and turned it into a pocket page and exported it and put it in my Project Life app, and instant cute pocket page. So if you calculate, you can do the math on it and see if it lines up for you, and think about how many kits you might buy outside of the Project Life app and how that would add up over a year or over a month, and how many pocket cards you could make in the app. So this is like one of those backgrounds I was talking about. Like, how cute is that? Like, this is so sweet. You can make your own digital paper. Look at the little mice. So again, these are everything that I've saved. It doesn't mean I can use anything I want, but these are the ones that I've collected. I should probably go through and clean this out, actually, because I've done a lot with all these already. I just wanted to breeze through this quick and give you an idea of just the extensive Christmas stuff they have, which seems to be all that I have in here, huh? Let's see, let me scroll some more and see if I can get, more Christmas. Oh, okay. So here's some cute baby stuff. Oh, that's cute. Oh gosh, there we go. I just added something by mistake. So anyway, so you get an idea of what, I'm going to go up here to the back button. You get an idea of just all the things. Paint. So they have all these paint splotches you can use. They have splatter things if you want to add some splatter to your scrapbook page or your pocket card. But let me go. I'm going to show you, just like I said, I was going to show you. I'm going to get out of this blank template here. I'm going to go to my folders quick here, and I'm going to show you. So here's a couple of my folders. So here's my pocket page folder. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm not going to show you that one first. Here is my Project Life cards folder. These are some that I've made, just a sampling of what I've made with the Project Life app. So we lived in Chicago for a long time, and we went to the Shed Aquarium often. I couldn't find anything I really liked for the colors of the aquarium that really worked. So with the over app graphics, I made all these cards for the aquarium. So I'm going to press on this one here, and I'm just going to give you an idea of how easy it is. Let's see. I'm going to edit this. How easy it is. I'm going to go up here to the layers and just show you how simple. See, this is a white background, and then this is just one of the over app graphics. That's all it is. and I just used a background that was a 3x4 card. So it would make a 3x4 size. I could easily change this dimension and make it a 4x6 or a 6x4, whatever I need. It's so simple, and I'll get into that in our next video. But I wanted to show you these cards that I made. This is a font, this Shed Aquarium. That is actually letters that they had available, and it was so easy to put it together. And I will show you again. That will be in another video I make. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to show you the page that I made. So here I'm going to go into Pocket Pages. So here's a page I made with those graphics. So this is my sister came to visit. And so here's the card that I made there. And I didn't end up using that Shed Aquarium card. That's really sad. No, I did actually. Oh, I don't have the page in here. Sorry. This is extra aquarium fun. So you can see, here's the card. Shoot, I wonder where that other page went. Oh well, maybe it'll come up some point when we're looking at stuff. So so then you do have these folders that you can use, and I've talked about that. So I'm going to go back to projects here. This is always kind of my home base. So we talked about you can use the shapes, the graphics, scheduling Instagram posts if that's something that you would like to do. Those are some of the benefits of getting the pro version. But again, you can do a lot with the free version. So let me just show you some of the things that I have done with the free version. I'm going to go out of the app. I'm going to go into my photos and into my albums. So these are things I've made in Over. So let's see if it's kind of resetting here. So these are Pocket Pages. So I assembled this in the Project Life app, kind of the base. But then I added this in Over. I added the text. I added all of these. But these were from a digital scrapbook kit that I purchased from Pixel Scrapper. Actually, I didn't purchase. I subscribe to Pixel Scrapper, and I get to download anything that they have for free, which is a really nice way to build up your digital scrapbooking supply if you're new to it, which I am kind of new. So I added this in Over and all these things. So here's one. Here's another Pocket Page. Again, started in the Project Life app, but then in the app I can't lay this picture right here over top. So I did that in Over. I did this in Over. Again, you can make these two pages with the free version. This one you can make with the free version because it's just text. Oh, you can't actually, because this semi-opaque kind of background here under the text is actually in with a shape in the pro version. So, but you get the idea. So you can still do a lot. So you can add this was from a digital kit. This you could make entirely in the Over app with the free version. So again, it just depends on if you want to use the graphics or not. Again, this is another one. I actually started this one in Rana Collage. I got all the circles put together, and then I finished it in the Over app. And I could have done this in the free version again. I could have done this in the free version. So there's lots of options. This could have been done in the free version. This could have been done. So let me show you something. So here are some Project Life cards that I made with the graphics. So you can see I made some Easter ones. I needed bowling. There's a bowling. Here's some swimming things that I did. This is a pocket card that I made and then exported it. And this background back here, if you can see the background, that I made with the Over app graphics. So you can see there's a granite background and then there's an overlay of like a grid. I made that with the Over app graphics. And again, I made this all with overlap graphics. The you can see again the grid and the granite marble. It's marble. It's not granite. I'm sorry. The marble background. And then I made my circle text. So I needed some school stuff. So I made this with their graphics. Let's see. I think I made this into a page. Let me see. Oh, there it is. So you can see I just exported each of these cards and then added them as a photo into the Project Life app for my son's, from pictures of my son's classroom that were sent to me by his teacher. Here's some more, again, with the overlap graphics, cards that I've made. I actually printed these and made this. I did a hybrid scrapbooking project with these pictures, with these. This is Halloween, cute graphics. I need to do something with these unicorn ones. Look at how cool that is. I love that. So again, in the Over app with their graphics, here's all that collection. I put them all together. You can stop watching right now. I'm probably not going to talk about anything interesting anymore. But I just wanted to, so here's some of the Christmas stuff I've made. So pretty. My mom has a tree that has kind of all these pinks and maroons and kind of vintage greens, and it looks really pretty. So again, oh, donuts. Oh, National Donut Day is coming up. Yay. This was for New Year's Eve. So these are just, again, those are over app graphics, but you don't need to have the pro version to be able to use over. You can do a lot without the pro version. So I'm definitely not here to try to sell you the pro version. That's not, again, no one's paying me to make these videos, so I'm not endorsed by Over in any way, shape, or form. So it just opens up some options for you if you want to figure out if that's worth it to you. So I hope that this little kind of overview of Over helps. It is a really, really powerful, simple app for digital scrapbooking that is pretty straightforward. And when we get into more videos, you'll see just how kind of intuitive it is. Compared to something like Photoshop, where I seriously feel like you need a master's degree in Photoshop to be able to do anything in there. I've tried, believe me, I've tried, and my brain just doesn't work that way, whatever way you need it to work for Photoshop. Or let me just say this, I'm lazy and I don't want to learn how to do it. That's the real reason. I'm just too lazy. And Over was really easy and it was really fast. So I hope you guys gained something from this, and I hope that if you have any questions, let me know. And my next video I'm going to make is about the how to make pocket pages or pocket cards with their graphics that you can use in the Project Life app. So check out that one if you want to learn more, and I'm sure I'll make more than that. So we'll see you guys later.